Well, what's up, all my average anglers? Ryan Hennessy here, Real Time Northwest. There's a slight problem. My brand new package deal lithium setup, all the Ionics and the battery charger as a package, and it was a smoke a deal I couldn't pass up, so I bought it. But it has come to an end for the charger. As of Saturday, this past weekend at Cottage Grove, I lost bank number 4, which has gone bye-bye. I thought by maybe getting back home and putting on my connection and, just making sure like everything's good. It never came back up. And then looked at the battery charger last night and I lost another bank. So now I'm 2 out of the 4 banks are down. So, I do plan on fishing this weekend and I'm not going to be able to fish if I don't have a charger. So luckily, I picked up a NOCO Genius 4 bank, which I got right here. Here it is. Booyah. NOCO Genius 4 bank, Gen Pro 10x4. That means it's 10 amps per bank. It's a 40 amp charger, and what I'm going to do is we're going to do ourselves a little install, and we're going to pull out the Ionic Lithium charger, the MC4, and then replace that with the NOCO Genius, which personally I've had about 3 or 4 NOCO Geniuses now, and they all have provided. So we're going to install the new NOCO Genius and hopefully it fits in there and hopefully there's room to bolt stuff down. So yeah, stick around. Here we go. Check it out, we got the 12 volt mode, AGM 12 volt, lithium ion, and repair mode. Ooh. Oh, nice, they got the new plugins. I like it. I sure do hope their plug-in is long. Look at that NOCO 3-year warranty. Let's get it in there first. I'm going to sit the NOCO Genius in there. I'm actually going to take it and sit it in there in the foam, just so I don't get it all banged up and shit. Okay, let's get all those wires in there. I'm just gonna sit it right down in there, because what we're gonna do is this is 1, 2, 3, and then 4. 4 is my main battery over here, so we're gonna put 4 over here. I'm gonna get the wire all ran and shit first before we mount the yoke, because it's kind of a pain in the ass to do. I kind of want to get it back up in here and behind all these wires and shit. There we go. We're just going to shove that wire back down in there somewhere. We're going to hook up our positive. Do we have fuses already in here? Yes, sir. Look at that, even the negative has a fuse. That's like some top of the line shit right there, dude. Okay, there's positive. Here is a negatory. Shove that down there so it's not all exposed and shit. That one's tight and done. Now we need the fun part. Now's where we have to run through the channels, and I'll show you guys what I mean. So if you look, there's no light back here. That's freaking awesome. There's these holes here that run channels It's Skeeter boats have a air system, a drying system. There's these 3 or 3-inch pipes that run throughout the entire boat into every single compartment, all the way around it. And then there's 3 pockets here and 3 pockets there. That's where, when you turn your dry dock on, it just turns a fan on and just blows air everywhere in, just to kind of dry out, you know, all the compartments. And at the same time, they're kind of utilized as channels for the wiring. So when you're snaking your wires through, it just gets it all out of the way and nice and clean and tucked away. See that? There's one, there's another, and there's one down there. So basically I fished all these wires through there, all the way through. And then I pop them out behind each battery, just so it makes it clean. So the wires kind of just stay out of the way and there's no issues. So, okay, so battery number 1, which is going all the way over here, the farthest away. We're gonna snake this through. Let's get it kind of straightened out a little bit. Nice, they give you a good little length of cable on there. I like that. Definitely nice. Okay, so now we're gonna come through this back little doorway here. I'll push her through that one. Grab it in there. All right, there we are. We are out in the mix. Okay, so I'm gonna take off my nuts again, so I didn't want to lose them, so I put them back on. That one is done. All right. Now we're gonna push number 2 through. My calf muscles are gonna be all jacked because I'm all tippy-toed. That one is done. Nice, we'll get those all zipped up. And now the last one, even though it's right next door to the mothership, I'm still gonna put it through its own little mouse hole back here. Just keep the wires tucked away. You know, we're gonna have a lot of wires tucked behind here right now, but you know what? It is what it is. Let's go ahead and do the test where we're gonna plug it in. Okay, so let's go ahead, lift this up, get this kind of leaning like that. Here's the power plug. We're gonna plug it in. All right. It is plugged in. There it is. It's lighting up. And then what we're going to do, there it is. Mode 2. Mode 3 is lithium. 2, 3 is lithium. 3 is lithium. 1, 2, 3 is lithium. So now it's all on lithium. Now it's registering. All the lights on there are registering. So this is my bank 4 that was shot. See, it shows these it's starting to register. These 3 trolling motor batteries already had juice in them, but I did use them pretty much the whole weekend. So, but you can see, yeah, see, they're already almost full. This one will almost be full. This is the one that was really low because that's the one where the charge bank went out. We are good to go now, so I'm going to leave them plugged in so they can charge. In the meantime, see, look, look at these. Trolling motors are already done. So anyway, these are done. This is the one that needs to charge. So we're going to leave that on. And now what I'm going to do is there's a bolt on each side of this. I'm going to mount to this plate. What I'm going to do is get it nice tucked up in there, kind of out of the way. And I did this upside down because the wires are on this side, so you can tuck the wires behind this plate and it's out of the way. And you can have more space up front. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this styrofoam out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and find myself, maybe mark 2 little holes, and I'm going to do a little pre-drill and stick that bad boy in there. Oh my God, hold on, I gotta, oh shit. This freaking, I just stuck my leg through here and this bolt from the power pole just stuck me in the leg bad. Everything's plugged in, everything's charged. My calf muscles are shot. I'm getting up in here. I'm gonna take this out. Okay, now we're gonna flip this thing up like this. Just make sure there's room for everything. Boom, boom, boom. I can't even get this marker through there. Interesting. screws, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna figure out where the first one needs to go, and then I'm gonna, yeah, that freaking thing's gonna fall off so easily. Gosh, that's gonna suck. Let's just get it up in place. Okay, I'm gonna scoot this thing out of the way. Oh my gosh, that's right on the edge too. Jeez, wow. Holy smokes. That's just making it. Okay. Let me screw this one in. Of course. So that thing is in. So all I gotta do now is lift all this shit up. Stick it in the, there we go. All I'm gonna do is take this next one. Okay, there it is right there. Can I get the drill in there? Come on, buddy. There it is. Boom, it's in. Boom. And that's it, guys. You know what? I don't even have to zip tie these wires. They all just went back there so nice and neat. Yeah, that came out real good. I like that. Let me get you down in there so you can see how nice it came out. Look at that. Got a little boom, boom. Nice. All I gotta do now is plug in the main, which right now I got it plugged into my shop. Hook it into there and tape that bad boy up, and we are golden. Yeah, so I mean, pretty quick install, 20 minutes. And you know, a lot of hemming and hawing, you know, laying your chest on that freaking metal. Look at this. Lay your chest in this little thin piece of metal right here. That shit don't feel too good. So, especially on my old ass, but I'm gonna have some bruised tits and, oh, excuse me, man boobs, or whatever you want to call it, pecs. Anyway, yeah, no, pretty clean, dry install. The only thing that I'm upset about is the fact that the Ionic went to shit so soon. So I was expecting a good, you know, I know the batteries have a 15-year, well, lifetime, I think it's lifetime and 15, no, it's 15 year. 15 year on the Ionic batteries, lithium batteries, but the charger only has a 1 year. Kind of shows that they're not too, you know, they're like, it kind of works. You know what I'm saying? We'll give it a 1 year. So I think that's what it is, but I'm still going to call them up and tell them it went to shit. And I lost bank number 4 on Saturday, and then I lost bank number 3 last night, which was, yeah, it's not good. I'm going to have to get that thing figured out. Hopefully it can get fixed. Maybe I can get it repaired or replaced or something like that, and then I can put it in one of my other boats. So for now, we're back on the water, and yes, just, you know, give us a thumbs up, you know, drop a comment, tell me if you've had some bad experiences with Ionic chargers in your boat, and, you know, what was your solution? I do know that NOCO Genius has been in all my boats the last 10 years. I say 10, it's more like 8 years maybe. And I've never had a problem with them. They've always been awesome. And the only reason why I don't have them anymore is because I either sold the boat or something. So, but I do have one in the salmon boat right now. I got a dual bank in the salmon boat. This is a 4-bank here. My last boat had a dual bank, and I just got a buddy of mine. I put him on a NOCO Genius, and he bought one for his boat. So yeah, you can't go wrong. They do a great job. They maintain the batteries well, and you can do everything. You can do lithium, AGM, you know, regular wet cell, anything. So yeah, you can't go wrong with NOCO Genius. So I'm gonna plug them a link in here. I'll even give you a link to the Amazon description that where I purchased it. I'll even plug NOCO Genius. I'll just send you to their website, you know, and they can sell you wherever they're going to sell you, whatever distributor that sells. All right, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll see you on the water.